Alrighty mate, so now we're going to do the push-up component. So with the push-ups, what I'd like you to do is just come down onto both knees for me, okay? Come out all the way, put your arm about shoulder width wide mate, just open your hands to about 20 to 25 degrees, come up onto both feet, keep a nice neutral spine, so nice and straight, keep your head up, and when I say go, what I'd like you to do is just do a push-up, down, up, down, down, up, okay? I'm going to keep counting, alright? All I'd like you to do for 1 minute is just do as many as you can do, okay?
Yep.
That's the maximum push-up test, okay? Ready to go?
Yep.
Awesome. So if I can get you to adopt the push-up position for us, please. Actually, let me stop instead of re-record, instead of pause. So, good, just make sure you get a nice neutral spine down, awesome. And when you're ready to go, I've got the timer, and go. Seconds in. Oh, yeah, that's all I can do. No worries, mate. Awesome, excellent. Thanks for doing that for me. How are you feeling?
Yeah,
Excellent. That's a really good effort, mate. It's a really good effort. It's a good starting point, right? So don't need to be upset. Alrighty, cool. Any feedback so far, mate?
No, I'm happy.
No? Awesome, cool, sweet. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back in, we're going to sit down, we're going to go through your results, I'm going to talk you through the results, then we will come up with a bit of a revised bit the skull, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And what I'll do is I'll talk to you about some of the facilities here, which I know you've had a look at. Again, we can talk about things such as exercises, so we've got some machines we can use, do some body weights, types of classes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Happy with that?
Yeah, happy.
Awesome. Alright, so let's move back into the office, mate. Alrighty, back into the office we are, okay?
Yep.
Awesome. So how do you think you went, mate? How do you think you went?
I would have been happy to get a few more push-ups up, but
No, hey, that's all good, mate. All good. Alrighty, so if we start off with the Thomas test, as I said, we're going to look at it's the test your hip flexors as well as your quads lifts, okay? In your left hip, you were under 90 degrees. So what that actually means is that you're limited in your the length of your quads, okay? Don't worry, we can start requires. I'm going to start recommending you do some stretches. And we also have like a Pilates class and a stretching class, which usually only goes for about 30 minutes. And they focus heavily on stretching, and I recommend would you do it so then you can start to get a little bit more range, okay?
yeah.
Your right hip, left knee, and your right knee, all normal, you're in that 90-degree range, okay? Which is good, okay? For the line hamstring test, which measures the length, so I can get a ruler and go you're at 30 centimeters, okay? Your left hamstring is at 85 degrees or more, which puts you in the normal range. However, your right hamstring is just at that 80 degrees, which puts you in the limited range, okay? Again, stretching, but we'll ensure that when we do the stretching within the classes as well as on your own, that you don't push too far that it actually hurts. So what you want to do is you want to find the range where you start to feel that stretch, hold, and then release it. And we want you to do that for a couple of times a day, okay?
Yep.
And then eventually, and then over time, so the following week, when you do it, start pushing that a little bit further, especially when we do our warm-up. So we want to get a really good stretching. But as I said, we have got some classes, okay?
Okay.
The lying shoulder flexion test, which is, as I said, we measure your lats and your pecs, both normal. Okay, so both your left and your right shoulders are normal. How do you know that? You'll usually come without any resistance, and your elbows are on the ground, which puts you at the 180 degree mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions on those ones so far?
Nope.
Awesome, cool. So the next one we did the 60-second push-up test. So I say maximum push-ups in 60 seconds, okay? You got to 11. Really great effort, mate. Really good. Please don't get disheartened by it. It gives us that base level, okay?
Yep.
When we look at the scoring here, so this is scoring which you can see, and you can see it's all across the walls here. So we do this a lot, okay? If we go to your age group, see between the age of 30 to 39 for male, as we go down, 11 comes in under what's called the low strength levels, okay? I don't like to say poor, fair, good, very good and excellent, okay? I put it as the low strength level, which is fine because what that now does is that now forms a basis for me to prescribe exercises to help build that strength and build the resistance, okay?
Yep.
So it gives us a good gives us a good baseline to improve, okay?
Yep.
Any questions on that so far?
No.
Okay, so fitness goals. So you've had a look around the gym. I've already provided a list of classes, so we've got high intensity, low intensity classes. We've got boot camps. We've got the Pilates and stretching classes as well. Okay, and we've also got classes that specifically focus on resistance training. Now we've got what's called an RBP class, which is Resistance Bands by Phil class. Hello, named after me, and it focuses a lot on the resistance band. So that's a low resistance as we start to build up our strength. Okay.
Yep.
All the way up to what's called the PBRM, the Pro Bull Resistance, or the Professional Building Resistance by Monica, okay, because it's all named after personal trainers, okay? So that's that high intensity level where we'll start to utilize dumbbells and we'll go into barbells, okay? Now what I recommend we do is we are going to start to utilizing some lightweight dumbbells and we'll start utilizing some barbells as well as some resistance bands, so some lightweight, okay? So we're going to utilize straight bench press, we're going to use an incline, we're going to do some deep declines. We can use easy bars, we can use the cables, and we're going to use resistance bands. So we're going to start to develop a more of a general rounded fitness program to help build that upper body strength, to help and then that lower body strength. Keeping in mind that I know in the back of your head you still want to do your long distance running, so your half marathon. So we'll need to do some cardiovascular training. We have got classes, so we've got the fartlek class, we've got the long steady distance class, which is an outdoor running where a personal trainer will go running with you. But we've also got the treadmill and we've got the assault bike as well, which we can incorporate into 20 minutes once or twice a week on that, as well as an active recovery day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So off the top of my head, I'd like to revise a fitness goal. I'd like to propose one to you. Okay. So I understand that you want to achieve a 5-minute plank without dropping to your knee within the next four weeks. Rather than putting that pressure on you with the low strength level already demonstrated, and rather than you feeling bad if you don't hit that mark, what I'd like to do is I'd like to generalize and revise this goal to improve your upper body and core strength and aim to achieve the 5-minute plank within the next 6 months. I think that's very doable because what we need to do is we need to build that upper strength so you can hold into that plank and then build that core strength so your glutes don't lag or you don't go into what's called a harder bridge because you're tiring. Okay? 5 minutes is a very long time. My next question is, have you tried it?
Have I tried?
Have you tried to do a plank, a 5-minute?
Oh yeah, I have to. I can't get there yet.
All good. This is what we're going to do. So my recommendation is that's what we revise your goal to it. And there's going to be 2 exercises that I'd like to work with you to do. So I'd like to do within our program 3 by 5 minutes, 3 by 5 sets of push-ups. Okay, we're going to do 90 seconds rest between each set. So, and I would like to start with the first set. We'll start on your toes, and then if we need to regress down your knees, we can. But I want to start with the first 2 weeks of 3 by 5, and then we increase to 3 by 8, 10 to 12. Okay, and as a beginner, we want to build that upper body strength. Okay. The second exercise that I reckon we do is dead bugs. So I'd like to program 3 by 12 with 90 seconds rest between. Okay, that will build that core strength as well, and it's a nice, easy exercise to learn, and you can do it anywhere at any time. Okay. For the second lot of the programming, I would like to incorporate some planks. Why? Because there's nothing better to prepare yourself than to practice. But rather than going straight into the 5 minutes, let's start here and let's build ourselves up. Okay. And then when we retest in 4 to 6 weeks' time, you're actually going to see the difference, even though you haven't done a plank.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that sound to you?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Cool. That's about it at the moment, mate. Have you got any questions?
No, I'm pretty happy.
Awesome. Well, if you've got no questions, I've got the program here ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll wrap all this up. I know you've come in to do a bit of a workout as well. So if you're happy, we'll go out. I'll demonstrate the exercises for you. I'll get you to demonstrate to me, so then I can assess and adjust. And then away you go.
Awesome.
Awesome. Happy with that?
Happy with that.
Awesome, mate. Let's get cracking.